I absolutely hate it when I have mushy bananas. So instead of throwing them away, we're going to make breakfast cookies.
The very first thing you want to do is make sure you set your oven to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so these breakfast cookies are super fun because they're a lot of mix and match. You can keep them super simple and just do the bare minimum, the first 3 things I'm going to throw in, or you can add your own little special accoutrements if you want. So to start, I'm going to grab the big Costco bag of rolled oats. I've already peeled the bananas, so I should throw this away. They're very overripe, which is going to be very delicious. Delicioso. Okay, 2 cups of rolled oats. And I'm using a stand mixer because I'm a lazy girl. But you can do this by hand, and it's not, I mean, like, if you're working on your arm muscle, which I never am, this is a way that you could do it, which is why I'm not doing it, because I will have muscle memory in your arms forever, and that's okay, and I'm okay with it. Okay, so 2 cups of rolled oats, and then you want a half a cup of peanut butter. This is a 1/4 cup, so I'm gonna do 2, because 1/4 times 2 is 1/2. Because you multiply the top number 1/4 times 2/1, which gets you 2/4, which simplifies to 1/2. Your girl won the Algebra 2 award in high school, so. Okay, 1 scoop, that's half a cup, or I'm sorry, that's half of what I need to do, which is half a cup, so that's 1/4 cup. Oh my gosh, I got so excited about math that I started lying to you. I didn't lie. I just accidentally told you an untruth. Oops. Okay, there's my half a cup of peanut butter, my 2 cups of rolled oats. Any sort of rolled oats, steel cut oats, instant oats will do. I think the Costco Kirkland big old bag is best because we do a lot of overnight oats too. So it's just nice to have them. Also, peanut butter. You don't have to be an extra crunchy skippy girl like me. You could choose healthier peanut butter. That's okay. I don't want healthier peanut butter. I want this delicious sinfulness. Nom 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 nom. And then you can pop in your bananas. There they are. 3 ripe, overripe bananas going in. Okay? Now this is the point where if you are working on your muscles, you could work on them, but not me. I'm just gonna put it on stir, and I'm gonna let it go, 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 and let the stand mixer do all the hard work, because I don't want to. Oh God. Okay. While this is working, I can tell you that you can just, oh, I should put my hair up. You can have this just be the base of your cookies, and you don't have to add anything else. If you just want it to be peanut butter and banana and rolled oat, it's gonna be delicious. However, I like to eat these after I go running during the week. They're like a nice quick breakfast to grab. So I like to add chia seeds, usually some sort of walnut maybe, and I am always finding ways to put more chocolate into my life, so these will have chocolate chips in them. So we'll get there. Let me grab. We've got chia seeds, we've got walnuts, we've got my organizational skills, having everything in plastic containers in the closet with labels, because that's who I am. And then, you know, this can just kind of be eyeballed. I don't need to, I'm probably going to add about 2 tablespoons worth is my guess of what that was. You know, you don't need to go overboard. You just kind of to taste what you like. And then for the walnuts, I'm probably just going to add a couple shakes. And I'm going to let the stand mixer do the breaking up of the walnuts. But they just add like a nice little like walnutty flavor. Okay. And then obviously the #1 ingredient besides love, chocolate. let me pause this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrape down the sides to make sure that all this good stuff gets incorporated too, so that these stick together nice and well. Because we love a good sticky cookie. We love them sticking together. Okay. This batter won't kill you because there's no eggs in it. What? I call that a win. Okay. Now, for the chocolate chips, admittedly, you don't want to go overboard, okay? Because although I used Skippy peanut butter, these are still supposed to be like kind of healthy. So I'm gonna take out my half a cup measuring cup, but I'm only gonna fill it about halfway so that I get about a quarter cup, maybe a little bit more because I'm a chocolate girl, but you know, we're not going too crazy. We don't want this to become chocolate chip cookies that happen to be breakfast. We want this to be breakfast cookies that happen to have chocolate chips. Capiche? Capiche. Okay, let me put the chocolate chips away so that I don't accidentally add more of them. And then I'll just give this, make sure this is locked, give this just another quick stir just to get the little chocolate chips more incorporated into the like dough. I'm calling it dough because it's not dough. I guess we just call it mixture. The breakfast cookie mixture. Okay. So if you want to just quickly come with me, I will show you what this looks like.
See that goodness? It almost looks like the chewy granola bars. It kind of looks like that. That's kind of like what you're going for. And then we're gonna get ready to measure this out and bake it. Nom nom nom.
Welcome back. Okay, you've got your baking sheet with some parchment paper on it. You've got your cookie mixture, is what we're gonna call it. I have wet my hands. Obviously they were clean. You know, wash your hands always. But I have wet them because it just helps get this formed into little balls into, you know, it's not like a dough per se. So you're trying to get things to stick. Now, there's no science to how big you want to make them. Just know that you're going to form them into a little ball like so. You're going to plop them down onto the parchment paper. And with size-wise, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You could do a bunch of little cookies. You could do a few really big boy cookies. I'm going to probably do like a healthy mixture of like larger ones on the days where, you know, I'm out the door, my boyfriend's out the door, and we need to grab something quick. And then I'll also do like a couple, you know, a few smaller ones, which will be like little treat cookies to go with whatever else I'm having for breakfast in the morning. So we're gonna bake these at 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. You do have to keep an eye on them because you want to stop baking them when they're just turning gold, like on the outside rim. And you don't want them to go past that really. So you do have to kind of keep an eye on them. And then once you roll these into a little ball and you put them onto the baking sheet, you also want to smush them down so they're flat because these are not traditional cookies. So they're not going to like rise and spread. There's no baking soda, no baking powder. So you have to kind of moosh them flat yourself. And once again, no salmonella and no way to get sick because there's no eggies. Oh, okay. So let me smush them down. And then just like, as I smush them, you know, sometimes they like little pieces want to break off the sides. So I just kind of like smush them back together so that they're in like a cookie formation. So they look like round little cookies so that, you know, I convince myself in the morning, these aren't healthy. These are cookies. That's what I tell myself. Like, look at you. You got cookies for breakfast. What? You've been such a good girl. Like, what a treat. You're supposed to be so special. Yes, I say these things to myself. Okay, we got the beep. So let's see. Ooh, these are looking good. Okay, I left these bad boys in for just about 11 minutes. And now I'm gonna let them sit on the baking tray for like another maybe 9 or 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna transfer them to the cooling rack. And there you have it. They have continued to sit on this for 10-ish minutes or so. Now I am transferring them to my wire cooling rack, where I will let them continue to cool and come to like room temperature. And then I will eat some yummy breakfast cookies. La, 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 la. Thanks guys, bye-bye. Listen, I know these are technically breakfast cookies and it's not breakfast time, but shh.